Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I've had this channel for a very long time and have used it for a lot of different things, but I'm going to start this real estate series on my channel, and I hope you'll watch and come along and hopefully get some good answers and good ideas when it comes to real estate and the area in which I sell real estate. So yeah, I'm glad you're here. The first thing that I really wanted to start off with this video series on real estate is why I chose real estate. We had a team meeting this morning and we were talking about, why did you choose this industry, this career? And so I kind of wanted to talk through that a little bit. Also, I'm coming up on a year of being an agent full-time. I was licensed in November of 2019, resigned from my job at the university, the local university here, and I resigned effective the end of May 2021. So it's coming up on a year of having been an agent for full time. So I thought this would be a great time to reflect on the year and why I left my former employer and career, and why I chose real estate. I'm not going to go into too much detail about why I left where I was teaching and had taught for full-time in that particular position for 15 years, but I had been teaching on the college level for 20 years. It just got to the point where I really couldn't afford to work there anymore. The institution that I worked for was not a good employer, and I had to make a change. I was forced into this change. I came to that realization after fighting a lot of fights for that not to be the case. I came to that conclusion really during lockdown, but it started in January of 2020, so quite soon after. But what brought me to that place during lockdown to make the decision to end my teaching career was just the chaos that was 2020. Everything in my mind was different forever now, right? And it was so maybe the next half of my career could be different and needed to be different, and I was terrified of that and excited about that as well, because it felt like I had finally taken some power back over my life. One reason that I chose this particular industry was, and this was after a lot of research and talking to people who worked in the industry and had worked in real estate for, decades. One of the things that drew me to this industry and this particular job, if you will, was the flexibility and autonomy of real estate. Those were also the things that are terrifying. It's, your day, you make your schedule up every day. You are the engine that drives this particular small business and my small business. So yes, so the two things that were the most attractive were also the most terrifying. But I wanted to be in a place where if I worked hard, then I would be rewarded for that. And that wasn't the case at my former employer. That was really important to me, so that, if I work hard, then I will be compensated as such. If I'm a stellar professional, then that will be rewarded. And that was very attractive to me, to be my own engine and know that if I did A, B, and C well, that I would have a business. I would reap those rewards. Another reason I chose real estate is because it really kind of fits in line with my skill set as an instructor, as a teacher. That's one of the things that drew me to this particular team that I'm on and is now my brokerage. Is education is so very important to our brokerage, and it's one of the principles on which we stand, and that's very natural to me. And I do approach, especially with my buyers, I approach helping them and educating them on the market and the process, and that's very comfortable for me. So that was another thing that really drew me to real estate. One of the things I love about it, I get to work very closely with people and help them with one of the biggest investments of their lives. For most people is, a home. So I really was drawn to real estate because of that. So flexibility, autonomy, helping people, educating people on the process, the market, all of those things were very attractive to me. Something I have learned over the year, after having done this for a complete year now, full time almost in May, one thing that I've learned that I didn't really know kind of going into it is that you are a problem solver. And that's not something I really did a lot, I don't think, in my professional life. I'm very much that type of person. I'm very much, in a crisis, let's get a plan together, let's make this happen. How are we gonna do that, So I've had to learn to take that which is really natural to me and bring that into real estate with my clients, because every transaction is different. Every transaction has a challenge, and it's your job as the agent to solve those problems for your clients and to help them get from one end of the transaction to the other. So that's been a fun thing to kind of learn, and it's kind of been an epiphany of sorts this year, that I didn't realize I would have to be, kind of using that part of me that kind of came naturally, but that I would need to use it with my job. So I hope you've enjoyed this little chat on why I chose real estate and why I left my former employer. And the next content will be really kind of focused on real estate in my area, in my market. I love this community so much. I've lived in this particular subdivision for 21 years. My children went to the schools in this community, and we have a very strong community, and I want to talk a little bit about what I love about this community. So so I hope you'll stick around for that. And by stick around, I mean pop in and see my videos when they come up, and hopefully they'll add some value to your life. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. Testing 1, 2, 3 to see how bad the glare is in my glasses. What do we think? So I hope you've enjoyed. Nope.